Holy shit, I'm not dead. Before this starts, I just want to say, sorry for this video in general. The quality is horrible because I did it with like an hour left until class. Also, my quality is horrible because my microphone's broken. Most importantly, leave questions in the comments for the 200 boots Q&A. Alright, real quick before I start any of this, 200 subscribers, 200 boots, yeah! For 200 subs, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Ask me anything, ask me Imagine Dragons, ask me music, ask me anything, alright? Just in the comments of this video, and eventually I'll get around to it, because clearly my upload schedule is ruined. Alright, so we have a lot to cover here in a short few minutes. So since Mercury released, the band has released a lot of shit. But it's good shit, I promise. So finally, after years of us begging, they've released the EPs on all streaming platforms and everything. But with a twist. They have shitty artwork. Alright, yeah, I get that they're packaged with Mercury, because like this is the Mercury cycle. But if you're gonna package it with any album and have like any album in the background, wouldn't Origins have made the most sense, since, you know, it was Origins and the origins of the band and how that was pretty close to the 10-year mark of the band? Wouldn't that have made more sense than just randomly with Mercury? So yeah, they're all on the Mercury background and they're all like grayscale. I can't remember. It's not grayscale, but it's something. I'll put it on the screen because I can't remember the name right now. I don't care to look it up. But like my friend pointed out, shout out to you, Dan. They've ruined all the cover arts. So first off, we have the Imagine Dragons EP. You can't see the dragon anymore. I never could, but apparently you can't see it now. Hell in Silence. It was meant to be 3D if you had 3D glasses on. It's not anymore. And It's Time is mostly the same, but I mean, you still don't get that inverted effect of the clouds, so whatever. So because I don't like these covers too much, and I don't think many people do, someone on Reddit reimagined them and like used the actual colors of the EPs, and they look much better. So shout out to you for that. The other catch with them is there's 3 unheard demos on them. You got Hole Inside Our Chests on the Imagine Dragons EP, you got Easy on Hell in Silence, and you got Dolphins on the It's Time. They're all demos supposedly from the corresponding year of the EP they're on, except for one is suspiciously maybe 2014, and that's Easy on the Hell in Silence. Alright, so Hole Inside Our Chest. You can definitely tell it's a demo, and you can definitely tell it's an early demo at that, because Dan's vocal delivery here is very different from what it is now. I think it definitely works for this song, and in the chorus, I find it very interesting for some reason. I don't know, I just really liked the delivery there. The lyrics at some parts are just really weird. Even considering some of the 2008 demos, this is weird. 7.5 out of 10. Easy. So right after they released Mercury Act 1 with Easy Come Easy Go, they decided to release Easy. What the hell's next? E? We're just removing letters from songs now? So this song is basically Imagine Dragons lo-fi, and I love it. It's just super easy to listen to, nice, calm, just a vibe in general. I would say I like the lyrics here, but it's basically just the same thing over and over again, which I can forgive because it's a demo and it works for the song, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want a little bit more. But overall, I still really like Dan's vocal delivery here, and that's kind of what people are leaning towards on it being a 2014 demo, is because it kind of sounds like it could be Smoke and Mirrors demo, but I don't know. It definitely doesn't sound Hell in Silence to me, that's for sure, but where it's from, I don't know. For all we know, it could have been part of Speak to Me. 7 out of 10. Lastly, we have Dolphins. And this one is just all around great song. Best one out of these 3 demos. It feels right at home on the It's Time EP, and just all around everything's great. The guitar, the bass, and especially Dan's vocals. 8 out of 10. Like, the fact that we've begged for the EPs for years now, and now they're finally here. The band probably thinks it wasn't worth it because these things are underperforming horribly. None of the songs that were ever on streaming services before have not even 100,000 plays. And it's like, okay, they made an announcement and everything. Why are people not flocking to these, especially everyone who wanted them? My theory is people just couldn't find them because they're listed at the bottom of everything. Like, at least on Spotify, they're listed at the bottom because, you know, they're their respective dates. They're not listed as latest release or anything. So that's my theory as to why people just couldn't find them. But yeah, most of them are sitting around 30,000 plays, and it's like, okay, we've asked for these for years, and now they're just underperforming. Okay, cool. Which brings us into our next song, Enemy, with over 5 million plays last time I checked. The fact that one song is doing better than all of these, that says something. I mean, yeah, of course, it's a single, and it's the latest release, and yada, yada, yada. But come on, the EPs, they deserve more plays than this, come on. Oh, but before I touch on Enemy, there was randomly a Demons remix put in here, and it's like, okay, where did this come from? I think they were just throwing things out at this point. But I'm not going to talk about that because, frankly, I don't care for remixes all that much. So Enemy is a banger of a song, alright? It's simple as that, alright? Do I wish it had more guitar? Yes, of course. Have you not learned who I am by now? I think there's guitar in the background, kind of like how I don't know why I used it, but maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe that's not guitar. I don't know. Either way, I love Enemy. The end statement on Enemy is a song about reconciling internal conflict in a world where sometimes it feels impossible to trust even yourself. So that feels a little bit generalized to me. I don't know, it feels like a generic answer if I'm being honest. When Dan describes stuff, his lyrics, I love his lyrics, but when he describes stuff out of song, I don't know, it just doesn't click all the time with me. That being said, I see where he's coming from with this one. However, I want to go a little bit more in depth to what I actually think Enemy is dealing with. So the first line I see is Dan talking about, like, you know, how he comes up with thoughts and everything, like how his mind's running around all the time. It helps with the line with my mind running around. I'm great at describing things, aren't I? Basically just how he's describing things. And stories, of course, referring to songs. And then we get to the last line of the verse. I feel like this is kind of, you know, like how they were on top of the world with smoke and mirrors and night visions, and then they went on that short hiatus, I guess, and turned their back to the world, you know, just taking a break. And, you know, everyone was loving them then. And then they come back with Evolve, and there's a lot of hate for the band with that and Origins. And then the last line in this verse is kind of, you know, Dan getting a little furious, you know? Seemed like he wants to just shout back at everyone. And I feel like the chorus and the pre-chorus are pretty self-explanatory. Jid's verse kind of feels like just the hatred building up and like the fury building up inside. So is it a stretch? I don't think so. Was this song specifically made for the show? I don't know. I like to think it's not, and I like to think this is kind of Dan venting out about all the hate that they've been getting over the past few years. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Alright, lastly, let's get into some updates for the channel. So, once again, thank you guys for 200 boots, and I promise I will try to get videos up. I know it's been, 2 months since my last review, and yet I kept saying, oh yeah, I'll get on. I was originally planning on getting all the albums out before Mercury came out. That clearly didn't happen. But Smoke and Mirrors, Evolve, and Origins will come soon. I have the Smoke and Mirrors script written. I've had it written ever since I had the Night Visions one written, but I have not recorded it. I will try to soon and then get the other 2 done. Because, quite frankly, I want to get the reviews done. I have other things planned. Like, for instance, I love making lyric videos. I have a couple lyric videos on the channel. I want to make more discussion videos and just more shit posts. Everyone's favorite. That's what the channel's here for. Also, new artwork for the channel will be coming soon. I just need to think of what to do. So if you have any suggestions for that, please leave that in the comments as well. That's all. Goodbye.